Alrighty friends. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Kristen, this is my booktube, and in today's video we are going to be doing a bit of a continuation from last week's video because it is still freezing cold outside. It is literally like 15 degrees in Dallas right now. So I am stuck inside. I am not going anywhere for the next at least 48 hours. So I figured we could just continue on with our cozy little reading / crochet vlog from last week, and I can show you guys what I'm getting up to on these snowy days in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So right now it is about 10 a.m. on Sunday, January 25th. I've just been working on editing my video that is supposed to go up today so that I can have it up on the right day. And I am just about to join a weekly planning session with Accepted Society so that I can get all my ducks in the row for the week, even though it kind of feels like I'm in a bit of a time warp right now with the snow. It just makes time feel less real. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's almost like when snow falls in Texas and everything shuts down, time feels like it doesn't exist. And that is how I'm feeling right now. But alas, I will have to work tomorrow. And I do have a lot of things to get done this week, so planning ahead is necessary. I will be working from home tomorrow, so that is at least good that I don't have to really leave my house, but I still have lots to get done. So I'm gonna hop into this planning session and then I will reconvene with you afterwards and talk a bit more about what my plan for the day is. It is later now. I am done with my little goal planning workshop, as you would have seen bits of me writing in my planner, journaling, that kind of thing. So now I'm back to editing the video that you would have seen last week. This is a little weird to keep the timeline straight as I'm trying to vlog and do this at the same time, but it is currently 11:30. My video will be up late just because it took a really long time for these videos to transfer off of my SD card and onto my computer. So it set me behind a bit. I probably should have done that last night, but hey, like I said earlier, when it's all like snowy and icy outside, I completely lose the concept of time. And I fully did not realize that yesterday was Saturday and that I would have to upload today. So I was not thinking ahead like that. That's my bad. There's no reason for it other than I just like forgot what day it was. So yeah, I will be sitting here for the next few hours or however long it takes editing this video. I'm hoping it doesn't take that long because a good chunk of the video is like footage of me reading or videos of the snow outside or animals outside. So I'm hoping it won't take me too long to finish this video, but we shall see. In any case, I will be sat right here until this video is finished, and then we can move on to some other more fun activities. I'm thinking that we can jump back in and work on the jackalope that I talked about in last week's video but did not finish. I would say I'm probably about like halfway through making the jackalope. I already have the eyes made, the body is done, the head is halfway done, and then after that the only things that I have left are going to be his ears and his antlers. And then it will just be sewing him all together and adding any other like small details to him. I'm not making the jackalope for a specific purpose. No one asked me to make him. I'm not making him in preparation for a market, even though I do want to do some more markets this year. I just obviously don't want to do one in the snow. So it will probably be around like March before I do another market with my crochet. So he will be added to stock for a future market, but I don't have like a set deadline to finish him, if that makes sense. But yeah, and we also have some books to read. So I'm gonna get back to editing because the faster I edit this video, the faster I can jump into the more creative projects that I want to get to. But yeah, please enjoy this B-roll footage of me editing and the snow outside, I guess, because that's really all I can show you without leaving my apartment. Alrighty friends, checking back in. I just finished uploading my YouTube video for this week. It is about 4:30 p.m. right now. Took a bit longer than I initially anticipated because one, I did get a little distracted at times looking at my phone, which is not uncommon for me at all. And then it did also take a little bit longer to upload than it normally does. I think it's just because I'm having to use the library hotspot still. So just like slower upload speed in general, I'm assuming. But in the end, we got the video up and it is now live. Well, it's been live for you for about a week. But yeah, in any case, I am done with that and I need to, first of all, take a shower because I have not showered yet today and I am still wearing the clothes that I slept in. So I'm gonna get dressed for the day as well, even though it's almost evening time at this point. And then we will move on to some more crafty things. I really need to listen to more of Not Quite Dead Yet. So that is the book that I will be focusing on this afternoon / evening. And then we can pick up with the Wuthering Heights reread tomorrow morning. I will join another Accepted Society study session before I log on to work since I am working from home tomorrow. And we can hopefully get some more good progress done in that reread as well. I do think that I want to do some painting. So yeah, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna do some painting while listening to Not Quite Dead Yet, and then I will end the night by doing some crochet while unwinding and watching some TV. Other than that, there's not really anything else to update you on because I've just been sitting at my computer for the last couple hours working on the video. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump on into it so we can get on with the rest of our Sunday afternoon. Alrighty friends, good morning. I am clearly quite cold this morning. It is 16 degrees in Dallas and I have been a bit chilly this morning, so I decided to break out the Sherpa lined hoodie that my sister-in-law got me a few years ago called the Comfy, and it is quite comfy, honestly. It is doing its job of keeping me warm. It's actually getting to be a little too warm because I just got up and was moving around and making a cup of coffee. So I may end up having to take this off soon, but I was cold when I got out of bed, so that's why I put it on. So today is Monday, January 26th. It is about 7:15 in the morning, and I am logging onto my computer for the day. My personal computer first. I am not logging on to work just yet. I'm going to join an Accepted Society study session this morning so that I can continue reading Wuthering Heights for the next 2-ish hours, little less than that because I log on around 9 a.m. So yeah, that is why I am up this early on a cold Monday morning. And last night I ended up only crocheting because it was just very chilly in my living room. And the thought of sitting at my kitchen table and doing some painting just made me feel really cold. So instead I built a fire and I did some crocheting. I did listen to the book for a little bit, but it was literally like only 30 minutes. So I really didn't make that much progress in Not Quite Dead Yet like I wanted to. But I will be listening to it today while I work. So hopefully I can make up some of the progress that I did not make last night. And then we'll have to see how the evening goes. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do after work, but Obviously, it only being like 16 degrees outside, none of the ice has melted around me, so I will not be leaving my apartment. Just not quite sure what I'm going to be in the mood for at the end of the day. So we're going to start the day with our Wuthering Heights reread, and we will go from there for the rest of the day. Good morning, friends. I don't think I checked in yesterday. I slept very poorly. I woke up at about like 3 a.m. and just could not go back to sleep yesterday. So needless to say, I was very tired and I did not feel like filming anything yesterday. So I really didn't. I did get a couple of clips of me like going about my day, but I did not sit down and actually check in. I was not in a great mood yesterday. So my apologies there, but we're gonna pick up right now and I'm gonna give you an update. It is close week at work, so I am very busy at work and it's a little stressful, I'm not gonna lie. So another reason why I was not in the mood to film anything yesterday, and I probably won't be filming a lot today because I've got deadlines today and the rest of the week, so check-ins may be sporadic just because I'm not in as good of a mood as I was earlier in the week, to be quite honest. But nonetheless, that is how life goes. I am still iced in. The ice is not really melting that much. It melted a little bit yesterday, but now we're in a cycle of it melts a little bit during the day and then everything refreezes overnight. So that's another thing that's not really helping me mentally right now. I'm just getting really tired of being stuck inside, to be honest. But in any case, as far as an update goes from yesterday, I did do some more reading of Wuthering Heights in the morning. I only got through like an hour of reading because I was in such a bad mood in the morning that I just didn't really want to touch a book, but I still managed to do a little bit of reading, so that's something, I guess. We did have to move our work book club meeting because, like I said, the ice is still here, so my office is closed and we can't have the book club meeting. And I'm out of town next week, so we had to push it until mid-February. So at least I don't have the stress of trying to put that meeting together and like finish the book, do the PowerPoint presentation, all of that stuff. So that's good that that's one thing off my plate, but unfortunately, there is still a lot of stressful things going on at work, and I'm not into it, to be quite honest, but I do have next week off, so I will at least get a respite, get a bit of a break from the stress of my job. So I did some reading until around 9, and then I logged on to work and I worked until 5. Then I logged off and I was not feeling great. I was in a bad mood. I was tired. I was stressed out, and I had a headache on top of all of that. I literally just laid on my couch and watched like YouTube videos and like TV shows for the rest of the night. I did not really do much of anything. I did like a little bit of crocheting, but I didn't even film it, so I don't even have that to show you. And then I also burned a little fire because I thought maybe that would lighten my spirits a little bit, and I guess it kind of did, but not enough clearly because I'm still not in a great mood. In any case, today I am continuing reading Wuthering Heights. It is about 8:45. It's about 7:45 right now. So I have a little over an hour before I need to log on to work. Like I mentioned, our office is closed once again today, so I am working from home once again. And yeah, I'm on chapter 9 of volume 1 of Wuthering Heights. So we're making progress, but it's not as much progress as I would like. And that's mostly because I just feel so drained after I get off of work that I don't really want to read at all, which is another thing that frustrates me about my current job. But this is not where I need to air out those feelings. But I'm just being honest that that is why I'm in a bad mood. So yeah, I think I'm done talking for now. I'm just gonna get to reading, start my day. Hopefully it gets better. We'll see. I'm not very confident in it because, like I said, I have a stressful day of work ahead of me. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll check in later. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. We'll have to find out together. Alrighty, friends. You may notice my hair looks quite a bit different than it did the last time that we checked in. That is because it's been a couple days. I have been very busy and a little bit stressed out the last few days, so I haven't really been filming much of me talking to the camera. I've just been filming like B-roll clips of the things that I've been doing. So I figured we would end this reading slash crochet vlog with one last update of what I got through this week before my vacation starts, and film an update of what I've been up to since we last spoke, and a general review of everything that we got through this week. So since we last spoke, I have been continuing to read Wuthering Heights. I did have to move my book club meeting because due to the icy weather that we have been having recently, my office was basically closed the entire week. So we could not go in and have the book club meeting. So I did not actually finish Not Quite Dead Yet. I did get about like 60% of the way in, and it has since been returned back to my library. So I will need to finish it via like Spotify or something like that before the rescheduled meeting, which is now going to happen on the 11th of February. So I have some time, and I was over halfway done, so shouldn't be too difficult to do. But just an update there, I did not finish Not Quite Dead Yet. I am really enjoying the book. I think that the main character is pretty funny, so I am enjoying her, we'll say, lighthearted take on her situation of dying in the next 7 days. And it looks like we're starting to make some progress. Some clues are starting to be unveiled, and she is going about getting them in a pretty comical way, I will say. I don't want to give anything away just because this was a very popular book last year, and it's not really been out that long, so I don't want to give any spoilers for anyone that is wanting to read it. So I will just say that I am very much enjoying it so far, and I'm not sure if I will finish it on my vacation, but if I don't, I will finish it when I get back. I did also listen to more of Catabasis. I got a skip the line borrow from my library since I did not finish it when I borrowed it initially. So I have been listening to more of that. I think I'm about like a quarter of the way in, and that is a longer audiobook, so that is taking me a bit longer to listen to as well. And I am really liking it so far. It's really funny because it has the kind of vibe of Hell that I really wanted the book Hellbent to have from the Ninth House series. So a lot of the times while I'm reading Catabasis, I just think about how
this is exactly what I wanted from Hellbent that I did not get, and why that book left me feeling dissatisfied. So I'm really appreciating that this book is really scratching that itch for me, because I am really enjoying all of the references that are in Catabasis to the different cultures around the world and how they deal with death. It is, so far at least, really heavily Greek influenced. Like, they have the fields of asphodel, they have the river Lethe, but they also have mentioned deities from other cultures as well, and I have to think that that will go on as the book continues. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm not really complaining because I personally am very interested in the ancient Greeks, so I'm enjoying it, but I would like to see a bit more of different cultures sprinkled in as we go through the courts of hell, as they call them, or the circles of hell if you're talking about Dante's Inferno. And that is one that I will probably be listening to as I am traveling this weekend. And then the last book that I've been working on throughout this reading vlog and the last one, and I will be working on it for the foreseeable future, is my reread of Wuthering Heights. I am about a third of the way into the book right now, and I'm still really enjoying the reread. But as I've said before, because I am taking copious amounts of notes in preparation for doing a whole video about Wuthering Heights, it's slow going. So I am really feeling like I am back in my master's dissertation writing phase. I am, you know, writing down quotes, writing down my own comments. I have like 20 pages of notes going so far. So hopefully I'm doing a thorough enough job that I will not be lacking in information once I get to the actual writing and recording of the video. But even so, like I've said, I'm really enjoying taking my time with this reread and really deeply engaging with the story itself and taking my time to digest all the plot points and things like that. So that's going really well. And though I did not actually finish any books this week, I am really enjoying the 3 books that I was getting into. So that is a win. The one thing that I did finish this week though, is I finished our little jackalope friend. I'm not gonna lie, he's not as cute as I wanted him to be. At least I don't think he's as cute as I wanted him to be. There are definitely a couple of things that I could have done better. I could have done better with the stuffing. I don't think that I stuffed him firm enough for my liking, at least. He's a little floppy for my liking. And I also had some issues with the pattern itself. There were several typos in the pattern where I wasn't really sure what I was supposed to do. Things like the numbered rows would skip from like 5 to 7, and I don't know if they just mislabeled and 7 was supposed to actually be for row number 6, or if there was supposed to be instructions for a row 6 that just weren't there. But in any case, I still have a finished jackalope in the end, which is always a good feeling. I will say, I do think that his nose came out pretty cute. I think I did a good job on that. I do really like the eyes, and I do really like the head in isolation, but I just think that I could have done better with placing the head on the body. The body just kind of looks a little weird to me. I don't think I did it quite right. I tried my best, but I don't know, maybe it's all in my head, but I just thought I would like him a little more than I do currently, but maybe he'll grow on me. Maybe I'm just being too harsh on myself, but in any case, this is our version of Jan the Jackalope from Red Mills Crochet. So we did at least complete that this week. And that is pretty much all that I have for you for this video. Hopefully it came together in a coherent fashion in the end. I have not started editing that yet. That will be my project while I'm on a plane to London. So hopefully it turns out good and entertaining and all of that stuff, but I will not know until I am no longer able to film anything in this apartment because I will be on a plane. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like down below. Let me know. You should also subscribe while you're down there because I put out new videos every single weekend. And I will be vlogging my trip to London. So if you are interested in any of my London travel content, want to see what I get up to while I'm in London as someone who used to live in London, that video will be coming in a couple weeks. I do have a couple other things planned that I've already filmed that I want to get uploaded first, but I will be uploading my London vlog probably towards the middle or end of February. So you have that to look forward to as well. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!